kilometer vandaan. Aan de zijlijn van IVAAVI. En Portugalberg natuurlijk voor het Midden-Amerika-circuit.
Hello, and welcome to F1 Into the Barrier again with me, George Close, because as you know, I was at Zandvoort this weekend for the Dutch Grand Prix. Picked up a ticket late on Saturday. I was already in the Netherlands. Easy train journey in from Amsterdam, and the circuit very accessible. It's a great spectator circuit. I had a general entry, so I was perching around the different parts of the track, did a full lap of the track watching. And the sand dunes are, well, they're great for F1 because the banking means you have a great view of the circuit. Loads of great spots to watch. And I had a great time. Great after-show event. Very passionate fans. Very, very Max Verstappen loving fans. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And I got some clips for you at the end of the podcast. Anyway, a quick note on being late. Because I was in the Netherlands, I didn't get back until quite late. Been super busy this week because in and amongst doing a Formula One podcast, I also try and run a satirical news site called The Croak, which you should follow. And here we are. And another thing, you'll notice a new cake. I spent €65 on it at Zandvoort because I wanted one. And Lewis Hamilton, as we'll discuss shortly, decided to be a bit silly and put his real wheel on some paint and crash. And also, just to really rub it in, as soon as the race started, everything was 30% off in the shop. So if you go to Formula One race, don't buy the merch until the race starts, and then you get it cheaper. You live and you learn, eh? But I quite like it. A Ferrari cap, I would never ever wear this unless it had the 44 on it. That's for sure. McLaren fan. Let's talk about the race. And because it's late, let's talk about the race. And because it's late, we're going to do a quick fire. So few of you listen to this anyway at the moment. What's the point of doing anything longer than a quick fire on a delayed podcast? So let's start off. My thoughts. Albon start. Yeah, heroic. I mean, Williams seemed to be finding a bit of form again. Great start. There's not many places to overtake in Zandvoort. We did see some pretty good attempts though, huh? So very good by Albon to make up 5 places in one go and then ultimately finish 5th. Few fortunate things happen ahead of him, which we'll discuss shortly. Hadjar in qualifying, actually, let's not skip over that. Very good job by Hadjar. Looking really competitive and seems very confident. That's what I like about him, though. He seems very confident. Let's keep it that way by not putting him in a Red Bull seat, at least until next year, I think. Also in qualifying, yeah, nip and tuck, Oscar and Norris. I mean, this is what I mean. There's no one that's faster anymore. Neither's faster than the other consistently. It's just that Oscar has been more consistent and, as we'll discuss later, has maybe got a little reliability swing in his way. Okay, next up, Max opening move. I'm really impressed with Max this year. As you all know, I've never been personally a huge fan of Max Verstappen, whilst respecting how bloody good he is in a Formula One car. Is so confident, and I think he's committed. DC goes on this about a lot. He's just committed, and as a result, he wins the mental game with most other drivers, Oscar being a notable exception. And that move, the way he catches it, sublime. And the second part, the commitment at the first corner, ducks back in behind. He just goes for it. And I don't really know how he managed to hold on to second after that moment, but incredible. And I think he's delivering really high performances. It's more exciting seeing him, at least temporarily, not just burning his teammate. And something else to quickly clarify here. Perez was rubbish. Okay, there's a little rewriting history because Yuki struggled, Liam Lawson struggled. The previous car was on rails and Perez was rubbish and could never have challenged him. Let's not rewrite history. Am I glad Perez is going to Cadillac? I'm not. I think we should see a different driver. I think they need one. Well, they're trying to build a team, so you can see it. But listen, I wouldn't take Sergio Perez. Valtteri Bottas, of course, not Sergio Perez. But that being said, back to Max Verstappen. Very good. Just still overrated at defending. But was back to seeing him pull off his best overtakes without the crashing that we used to see in his early career. But he finds grip on the outside that other drivers don't. You got to give him that. That's for all the Dutch fans I met that said they would listen to this. That's for you. Rant over. Okay, this is going to be quick fire. Lando's moved back. That was equally good, wasn't it? Very committed. Don't see many people go around the outside of Max Verstappen, so I was very happy with that. Lando's weird radio message. That was a curious one, wasn't it? Where he was moaning about them not giving them information about Lewis's crash and that it was career ending. It is weird. There's something amiss there. I can't quite fathom it. There's just an odd relationship. I've moaned about it before, but there's another layer there, which I don't know how to unpick. I think only people internally do. Lewis's crash, one of the low moments for Lewis Hamilton. You wouldn't expect him to do that. Starting to rain a bit, getting close, puts his wheel on the paint. I mean, he looked better on the Saturday, didn't it? It did look more encouraging. You want that summer reset to come back strong. And another quick note on Lewis, why the stewards have left his penalty to be served at Monza for the 5th place. Just investigate, like, they've come out saying they didn't have enough telemetry or complete telemetry data to make the decision. Something's wrong then. Something's wrong. They should be able to make that decision. Complete bollocks. Carlos v. Lawson. Racing incident, or Carlos at fault, in my opinion. Liam is just turning into a bit of a Magnussen, isn't he? He was late moving, but probably realm of acceptability. And then just held his line through the corner very, very firmly. And I think he left enough space. For some reason, Carlos was being really twitchy and hoping that for some reason Liam would just leave him more space and take a shallower line and compromise himself. Wasn't going to happen. I think Carlos really was just frustrated that he wasn't further enough alongside. So that's what caused that. So racing incident because he was the passing car, or, to be honest, at fault collision. I wasn't too disappointed with that. Charles passing off the track. Yeah, thought he passed off the track. He was not, I don't think George did anything wrong defending. Yeah, curious one. I was actually kind of surprised he managed to hold it together. The whole thing, that whole sequence felt really bizarre. It just felt like something wrong had happened, and because it had. George Antonelli swap. I mean, I guess it turned out to be, it kind of seemed right at the time, but it was interesting hearing George on the radio. But, again, investigating after the race, just utter bollocks. What was that one for? More investigating after the race. Why? Make a decision. Antonelli and Charles. Antonelli, yeah, going in, the natural line's around the outside, isn't it? And you go in, you think that you can overtake on the inside like a normal corner. You don't even, it did oversteer, but it's not even about the oversteer. It's just the way that you then hit the curve as you go up the banking just projects you as a rocket into the side of any car in front of you. So, lack of experience. Unsure on Antonelli. The whole Wonder Kid thing kind of dying off, isn't it? For old Wonder Kid. I don't think he's bad. I think he's good. I think there's more there, but you can see why Toto's been a little twitchy. Yeah, been a little twitchy with maybe trying to sign Max when he thought that was possible. Lando's engine, brutal. Probably didn't do enough to win, but got caught out by Max at the beginning. Max was on the softer tyre, bear in mind, and P2. You'd think that Lando could have had because the first car's on the inside line, that Lando could have had a better chance. So yeah, gets caught out at the beginning. Was really quick, but Oscar controlled the race. I don't think you could say Lando, but to go minus 34 points to your rival, 9 races left, a few sprint races in there, is very tough. And actually it reminds you, because we take reliability for granted these days, how many great drivers from times gone by have been beaten by reliability rather than teammates, be that infamous tyre punctures by Mansell, be that engine failures. Even recently we have up until maybe, when the engine changed, so up to maybe 2015, 2016, we were seeing a little bit of reliability issues. But over the last 10 years, we've hardly seen any, have we? Very rare, particularly in the top teams, it's got to be said. So tough. Go on the break, come back with 34. Listen, he's lost out on 18 points because he wasn't going to win. He can win. He's just got to put in some great performances. I mean, can he find another level? Is he prepared to make the sacrifice that Oscar's not prepared to make? Oscar's incredibly motivated, so not sure he can. But you look at how champions have gone about winning. You've got to take those sacrifices. You've got to be as aggressive as you can within the realms of acceptability when you're fighting a teammate. But there's something still there for Oscar. I mean, Freudian slip for Lando. There's something there for both of them. There's definitely something there for Oscar. Definitely. That's a championship. But I'm hoping it gets close again. I'm hoping it gets close. And that will be it. Marshals, thank you for watching, listening, however you've done this. Followed by, hopefully, a quick clip of me going around at Zandvoort. Thank you. Catch you next time.
We have Lando Norris down, Oscar Piastri. We have Isaac Hatcher chasing down Max Verstappen. We have a very much crashed out into the barrier Lewis Hamilton, despite the fact that I paid €65 for his hat. It's looking good. We might need some rain, but the weather's looking pretty good at the moment. A safety car would help. Come on, Lando Norris.